Well, here we are today at the HARV's dig. We've got our celebrity Digger Dawn in today, just over there having a chat. We've got all these fields. We've got a marshal contemplating, so let's see how we get on. I'll be back to you again soon. Well, I thought I'd show you my very simple setup today. I'm in park mode. I'm on M3, as you can see, with the sensitivity turned up to 25. Reason for that is that it's very wet here. There's also a lot of detectorists, so the legend is prone to a bit of interference, regardless of changing channels and various other things. And I find that M3 is the most stable. So I'll carry on, see what we get. Oh, and I forgot, I'm on 6 tones. Okay, right, let's get detecting. Well, on this wet and blustery day, I'll get my knees out of the way. First target that came up that wasn't a ring pull is this. Just looks like a, oops, dropped it, a brass screw, I think. Not sure what it is, but being brass it rang up nicely. In fact, there's a hole there. But anyway, a bit of junk, on to the next. Well, this rang up nice, as they always do, which is a shotgun shell. I won't show you any more of these because they're quite boring, but unfortunately you have to dig them because of the brass. This looks like quite an old one that actually is what they call a long brass, so it's got deeper brass. And there's the percussion cap with a little dent in it, so it was fired. Okay, on to the next one. Well, I think this is our first coin of the day. It's not too old. I think that's King George, and this is a threepenny bit. So at least we've got something rather than junk. So far it's been ring pulls, bits of tin, and so at least we've got our first coin. So let's hope this is the first of many, and on to the next. Well, I'm trying to get my back to the wind. It's raining, and this was the next one. It's just a harness ring, but as always, the ring things, they ring up nice because of the circle, but so you have to dig them. Anyway, a bit more junk for the pile, on to the next. Well, as I picked a spadeful out, this came flying out. You can see the imprint here. Unfortunately, I can see our last queen's head on it, so it's not very old. Well, there you go. There's the Queen, Elizabeth II, and it's a ship's halfpenny from 1967. So anyway, at least it's a coin. So that's two on the board. I'll get you a close up later, but quite common ship's halfpennies. Okay, on to the next. Well, it's getting wetter and windier. I hope you can hear this. I hope the wind's not destroying this audio too much. But anyway, I must have been sat here for the last 5 minutes in the rain, digging a hole. Let's go all the way down past my pinpointer, if you can see. And then at the bottom of it was a modern threepenny bit. So that's the second threepenny bit of the day. How on earth this modern coin has got so deep, I don't know. I mean, I say modern, it could be 80 years old, 1940s probably. I'll have a look and clean it up when I get back, but whew, that was an epic. Right, I hope there's not too much rain on the lens either. Right, let's keep going and see what we can find. If I just spin round though, this is the land that we've got today. Right over to the guy, if you can see him, the orange. I've been working my way up this part of the field. I'm nearly at the end. So yeah, let's hope this rain just eases off a little bit, just making it very muddy and mucky. Right, okay, on to the next. Well, I've come about 3 metres away from the other hole. It was just on the hill. Got another signal. I don't know if you can see it, but in here I can see something round. And here it is. Let's have a quick look. See if it's modern. Can't tell. Right, let me give that a little bit of a clean. Not taking too much off it, and I'll get back to you. Well, I think I can see King George on that side facing to the right. It's very difficult to see, so I'll try and get a close-up later, but it's pretty much toast. And again, I think I can see the Britannia shield just there, so we'll try and see what it is under the microscope. Okay, on to the next. Well, I'm not 100% sure what this is, whether it's a cap off something or whether it's a button. Can't quite see. Looks like there's a bit of a shank on there, but not 100%. It's a very strange shape for a button if it is, but it could be. Certainly broken. Anyway, we'll clean it up later, and who knows? Could be a nice button, could be a piece of junk. Right, on to the next. Well, our next target was ringing up about 42 on the legend. Is this buckle? Not quite sure what kind of buckle that is. 2 square holes, and could be some decoration down the side. Not a lot, but I'll clean it up later, see what it is. If anybody knows, because I know there are a lot of buckle people out there. Anybody knows what it is, please drop me a comment below. But yeah, something different. Okay, let's go to the next. Well, it's lunch break. 1 or 2 people have disappeared, so I've now got a lot of fields all to myself, which is great. I thought I'd just explain that I did a dig on Saturday, and just about everything that could go wrong did go wrong. The GoPro failed on me, my camera settings were on the wrong settings, and I did find a first for me. I found a cartwheel penny from 1797. So I will show this in the video shortly, but just to let you know, it wasn't found on this dig. It was found a couple of days ago in a field literally a mile away, but there was no way I could make a video out of one find that went all wrong. So anyway, just goes to show making videos is not as easy as you think, and so if you do regularly watch someone, and please like and subscribe for them, as well as myself if you wish, because it does take a lot of effort, and just one mistake can ruin a whole day's videoing, as I know to my cost. So anyway, I'll stop babbling on now and get back to detecting, and hopefully find you something else to look at. Okay, keep tuned. I thought I'd also show you this from 2 days ago when I had my bit of a disastrous day. This is my first ever cartwheel penny from 1797. I think they were all dated 1797, so how thick they are. Not part of today's dig, but the same group of people, and my first one anyway, so I was very pleased with that. Well, I think in just turn this over, and I think I can see a coin. Can you? Well, there. Okay, it's only a small coin. Let's have a quick look. What we've got, hard to see, it's almost the same colour as the oops, helps if I put it in front of the camera, almost the same colour as the soil. Okay, so I got a King George, I think, halfpenny. Can't see what's on there. Should be a ship. Oh no, it's Britannia. Right, give me a second, I'll have a clean and see what I can find on it. Yeah, so we've got a George V, and I think it says 1921. It's very difficult, and it's raining, as you can see from the drops of water hitting it. Anyway, it's another coin, so let's keep going. Well, I've no idea what this is, but it looks very, very old. It could be a token because I can see a 2 on it, back of a 2. Really not sure. So let me give it a clean. I'll come back to you. So I've just had a look at it, and you must be local because it says Hellifield Co-op on it. There is some other writing, and I'll have a look at that later on. So looks like a 2, either 2p or 2 shilling token from the Hellifield Co-op. I'm hoping that there's a date somewhere, and then I can identify it. So yeah, nice little piece of history, nice local find. Rang up as a 17 on the legend. I've never really dug a 17 before, but so I'm really not sure what that is. But anyway, on to the next. Hello and welcome back. It's time for the roundup. So today I thought I'd come in the conservatory and let you see what I got after my good 5 hours in the rain, but a very productive day. Okay, so down to the junk, and there's an awful lot of it. So here is the junk. As you can see, dozens and dozens of ring pulls and moo tubes. I have no idea what was going on in that field, but there's certainly either a farmer who'd got a sugar addiction to soft drinks or beer, one of the two. I've never had so many ring pulls in one session. A couple of interesting things. I found 2 of these. These have got GEC, General Electric Company, made on them. I found, like I say, 2 of brass, rang up very, very well. A big chunk of lead, along with others. So yeah, a very, very busy day digging all that lot up. Anyway, that's the rubbish over with. So let's go to the better finds. Okay, so onto a slightly different camera so we can take some close-ups. A bit more junk here. We've got some lead. I think I videoed this one, I may have not. So we've got a strange looking screw. It's modern, but it rang up well. For those that don't know, this is an old-fashioned English cat's eye. Sits in the middle of the road, so you can tell, especially in the fog and the dark, these reflect so you know which side of the road to be on. Often find them in farmers' fields because the tractors used to pick them up in the tread, and so yeah, these are quite a common find, especially if the field is near a major road, which mine was. The obligatory shotgun shells, I think I showed you one of those and said no more. Bits of, not quite sure whether that's the end of a cane or end of an umbrella or something like that, not sure. The obligatory ring thing, and this will be from probably a horse harness, but who knows. Right, and then on to the better finds. So I think you saw me find most of this stuff. The Queen Elizabeth ship's halfpenny. That was not too old, from 1943, I think we can see on there. Just bring it into focus. A couple of threepenny bits. So we've got these 2. One is Queen Elizabeth, you see on the back, and the other George. So we've got 2 monarchs there. And for our 3rd monarch, I think you can just about see him. So we've got a George V halfpenny from 1931, if that's in focus for you. Very difficult to see. And then I think this is a button. It looks like there's a shank on the bottom of it, but it could be some kind of cap. It's a strange shape for a button, but could be. Then on to probably the most interesting find. This is the Hellifield 2 shilling token. You can see how thin it is. So it's very, very difficult to see. But Hellifield Cooperative Society, 2 shillings. A little S in there as well. Then under the microscope I could see that this was just about a George V halfpenny. 2 toasted for the date. There's a date under there somewhere. I think that's Britannia, and a date, and he's around here somewhere, but again very difficult to see. And then finally this little buckle. It is of an old design, 1700s design, but of course these were made in this shape right up to the 20th century, the 1900s. So who knows? Very difficult to age. But if you're a buckle guy, then please let me know. So thanks again for watching the channel. Please, if you do enjoy it, like and subscribe. I would appreciate that. And I hope to be with you again very, very soon. Okay, so for now, bye-bye.